Well, I'd like to introduce you a little bit to chat.openai.com. This is artificial intelligence, one of the popular ones. And I'm just starting to get used to it. And what's interesting, I mean, it's taken everything I know for the last 50 years and makes it, gives you an overview. And it does it better than I do. And so I'd like to introduce you to it so you can just look at it as a possible source to start. Like here, we get a lot of members who need, like, oh, I need cash right away, extra $5,000 or whatever it is. Okay, so I went into chat.openai and I put, I need $1,000 because I'm broke. Okay. Well, first of all, don't forget, it goes through everything in the internet and, the bazillions of things there and organizes it and has been, trained to give you the good answer from the best stuff they have. So it starts out with saying, oh, sorry to hear that you're going through financial difficulties. However, I cannot provide financial assistance, but I can offer suggestions that might help you navigate your situation. Sounds like what I do. Okay, some of the things you probably not interested, like budget and save. Your days are over with that, but you should. Freelance work and part time, interesting. Sell unwanted items, government assistance. Okay, that's very interesting. Talk to a financial advisor. That's very interesting. Borrowing money. Well, that's not so good. Community and nonprofit organizations. Okay. That's very interesting. Consider lifestyle changes. Well, that's another issue. Okay. So, what I did is said, see, after that, I said, give me more on government assistance. Okay. And then it goes down. Hey, here are the programs: unemployment, food assistance, assistance with housing, Medicare, Medicaid, temporary housing, a needy family, Social Security, child care assistance, educational grants. Now, they all can be utilities assistance, disability assistance. So they're all parts of that. Veterans, they're all parts of that. If you're strong, you probably need something more emergency like, but it's a good shopping list of the basic programs. I mean, that's hard to find. You go to Google, you can't find that stuff. You just get a billion websites and okay. So in addition to I said more about government programs. I said, hey, well, give me more about community and nonprofit organizations. Okay. Food banks and pantries, homeless shelters, disaster relief organization, health clinics, job training and placement centers. See, all these are really good. Youth and family services, legal aid, educational and scholarship. But you don't know to ask for these things, right? Mental health and counseling services. And all these are free stuff that you can get. Support groups, absolutely. Same thing. Clothing banks, microfinance and business development, advocacy groups, senior. And that's another good shopping list of 15 bases to touch. And what it really means is that you go to these organizations, hey, I'm in this kind of trouble. Can you help me? Or do you know of somebody who can help me? So that's how you use these organizations. Not only, so maybe you don't want health and housing counseling, but they help people like you that are in financial trouble. So they're good to touch base with to get ideas about who in your community will help with the financial. Okay, now the next thing to do, see, is, and this was in the beginning of one of those chat things, says talk to a free uh, financial advisor. You go to this website, HUD.gov, counseling, and then you put in your zip code and you'll find the free housing counselors to talk to about that. See, that's what, see, you read those kinds of things. Okay, that's where I should be directing. And don't go to Google. Google is just a cesspool of scammers and people want to get money from you. You don't have money. You're in financial trouble. So you want to stay as far away from Google as you can. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to teach you. And then now what you go is something called findhelp.org. All those government programs, all those local programs and stuff will be in this database. Or pretty close, not everything, of course, but it's a good place. And you could just put in, like I did here, and I did it for Tallahassee, Florida, because I want to get a more. I live in Washington D.C. If I used to do it for Washington D.C., but I put Tallahassee, Florida, the zip code, put in financial assistance because that's what you need, and look at this: 231 programs for the nonprofit organizations, government organizations. that give you financial assistance. You start going through their emergency assistance. See right there. Cancer care, maybe you have cancer. Urgent care grant, okay? Critical financial assistance. And that's only the first 10. You have 230 more to go through financial assistance, another financial assistance. And these are the Keep Swimming Foundation. I have no idea what the funeral assistance, okay? Native American home buyers down payment program, affordability connected program. That's Wi-Fi access program, financial assistance. It goes on and on. Compensation payments. See, and what you really have to do, because now you have a lot of potential. These are people that are in the business to help people like you. Every one of them. They've all gotten paid. They're sitting like the Maytag repairman. They're probably busier. I don't know if you're old enough to remember that that advertisement. Jesse White was the actor, and he'd be sitting on washing machines waiting for a phone call because a Maytag repair never broke down, so he had nothing to do. It's a cute ad. So this is these people. I mean, and don't be afraid to call. They're your neighbors. Just they have a job of helping people. Now that's a great job to do. So you call, you be nice. Maybe the other person is an idiot and they hang up on you. Fine, you go to the next one. Hey, I'm in trouble financially, and you help people in financial trouble. I wonder if you could help me, or suggest someone else who could help me. This is what we do in Let's Go Help. And actually, see, if you remember, I'd send you something I call the Monster Grant Report. And this is a report with a step-by-step procedures for the top 10 questions I get. And one of the big questions are getting out of financial trouble. So I would send you this, you see videos, you update credit repair and debt counseling, how to get an emergency $2,000. And see, in here though, when you go in, you see all those. Okay, you do this if it's for rent. You do this if it's for mortgage. You do this if it's for property taxes. You do this when you need cash. You do this and go on and on. You want to make extra money at home. You do this. You want to get rid of that student debt. You do that. Yada 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 yada. So this is what we do. We show you exactly where it is so you can stay away from Google, please. You're just going to lose money or get somebody scam you because that's what it's about. Everything, every website we give you are people that give you money. You understand that? They give you money. And they're sort of anti-Google places. I mean, they're probably in Google somewhere, but you'll never find them, right? So let us help you too. Not only do we help you find the real grant sources, uh, like really, chat, OpenAI does a pretty good job at least showing you the ball field where these are. So you're not way over here and getting sidetracked and all. Hey, these are the organizations that you need to contact if you really want the real grants. Everybody else will want grants from you. They want your money, and you don't have money, so stay away from these people. Uh, and that's what life's about, is knowing your options. And that's what we do. We're completely a source for options besides spending money for something. I'll show you a free source of money and help. Anything you want to do, let me help, please.